Hi, this is Jackie with Jackie Bible Story 777. You know, they're in huge trouble because they violated something spiritual. You see, these enemies of ours violated something spiritual. I could prove this when they went ahead and did what they did or do what they do to you, chosen ones. These are Satan's minions. Watch this. With Job, God permitted Satan to harm Job to test Job's faith and integrity. Now, Satan said to God, Job 1:9 says, Job has been gifted with such abundance and a wonderful life. It is no wonder that he serves God. But says Satan to God, if you take his good fortune away from him, he will turn away from you. Job 2, the Lord asked him, where have you been? Satan answered, I have been waiting here and there, roaming around the earth. Okay, did you notice my servant Job? The Lord asked, there is no one on earth as faithful and good as he. He worships me and is careful not to do anything evil. So, okay, God gives Satan permission in the spirit to violate Job, but not touch him. His personal body at this point, just all his things and possessions. So how did your enemies violate something spiritual? Well, as you see in 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, mind you, our adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. So he never got permission, him and those working for him from God, to do what these enemies did to you. Never got permission to violate you, or did he? Now, when I am talking about this one particular op, the worst one, I was sinning back then. Well, 10, 15 years ago. So see what that demon did was they did infiltrate because I was sinning. When you have an open portal of sin, they can't infiltrate without God's permission, because Satan goes up and says, God, they're in willful sin. He goes to the courts of heaven, and God says, okay. See, when you have no sin, like this, let me explain what this says. Watch this. When you have no sin, they can't do nothing to you. You see? Because 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, mind you, our adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he can devour. So he can't devour you if you don't have an open portal to sin. You see, if you're going out partying at night, clubbing and all that, and doing, different things, you have an open portal to sin. Then he can get you. But if you have no sin in your life and he does something to you, it's illegal. He violated. He has no permission from God. Because you see, Satan has to go into the courts of heaven and says, look what they're doing now. And then Jesus is your lawyer, and Jesus says, they're not doing that. They're worshiping me. They're a chosen one. They're on assignment. So this is good to know. So when I am talking about this one particular app, the worst one in my life, when I was sinning back then, they didn't have a legal permission. They really bothered me, and they did it. And then God stepped in once I stopped sinning, and from sending that op to bother me. However, that op did not stop when I went into my full chosen one status. Everything was good and still good. But this op went and violated the spiritual realm. That is why they are in so much trouble. That permission to bother you stopped when you stopped all your sin and became a chosen one. When you was always a chosen one, but when you knew you was a chosen one and you stopped all your sin, family, they had no right to go. They violated something spiritual. So much trouble they're in. You can't pray for them. Jeremiah 7:16-34. I understand everybody in the comments is so smart and biblical here. You know, when you had sinned, the devil went to the courts of heaven, and it was allowed for the devil to bother you and infiltrate, and these ops infiltrated. But now that you're a chosen one, I'm just rehashing the story. Now that you're a chosen one, they had no permission. So they're in big trouble because they violated you spiritually, and they went and did something to you. Maybe they, stole $100 from you or something like that. Who knows what they did? Or maybe they tried to make you lose your job. But that would, God forbid for me or you for that to happen ever. But what I'm saying, that was just an example. That will not happen to you because you are chosen one. So they violated something spiritual. So much trouble they're in. You can't pray for them. Jeremiah 7:16-34. God tells Jeremiah not to pray for these people because they are actively rebelling against him. So you cannot pray for them. Jeremiah 7:16-34. 1 second, family. Jeremiah 16:34. God will not hear when you pray for them. God would not hear him highlighting that these people's actions had consequences. It is not that we can't pray for people, but he will not hear you with these certain kind of people. God says that they're having consequences. So these people they're having consequences. They're in big, big trouble. He warned them over and over again. It is this person's actions and the consequences. We can't pray for them. God won't hear it. They violated you in the spiritual realm. That's it. Please like and subscribe. Cashapp, $Jackie, Bible Story 777. I pray 100-fold blessings. And this is a good ministry to put $5 in for that tithe, because I pray 100-fold, and I heard that people are getting blessings. And Naved, you're going to get your new job, a better job. I heard people are getting blessings when I pray for them. So I pray 100-fold, even $2, $3, even the comments, I pray for them. Please put in the comments, God, don't play about you. So you will get 100-fold blessings. Again, my Cash App is $Jackie, Bible Story 777. I love you all. It's almost 100 degrees where I live, so stay cool. I don't know in your neighborhood, but stay cool here in your country, wherever you're from. Here it's almost 100 degrees. My PayPal is in the description too on the first page, and my Cash App is $Jackie, Bible Story 777. I don't want you to miss out, so if you put $5, I'm going to pray, and you're going to get blessings upon blessings. I love you so much. Tithe into this ministry $5. I'm in need of supplies. It helps me very much, and I pray over every seed and over your name. Amen.